From a scattering of colonies clinging to the Atlantic coast, a nation arose. These early settlements, fragile and isolated, would lay the groundwork for a new kind of society, one that would eventually span a continent and influence the entire world. How did this unlikely transformation occur? What forces and events propelled these disparate colonies into a unified and powerful nation? How did the United States of America become the global power it is today? The journey from a fledgling nation to a global superpower is a tale of ambition, resilience, and innovation. The answer lies in a complex tapestry of history, ambition, and a relentless pursuit of progress. Each thread in this tapestry represents a pivotal moment, a key decision, or a visionary leader who helped shape the nation's destiny. From revolution and expansion to industrial might and global conflict, the American story is one of constant evolution and unparalleled influence on the world stage. Each era brought new challenges and opportunities, driving the nation forward. Our journey begins with the seeds of independence, sown in the hearts of colonists yearning for freedom. The Declaration of Independence was more than a document. It was a bold statement of intent, a declaration of a new beginning. It continues through westward expansion, fueled by a belief in manifest destiny. This belief drove pioneers to traverse vast, uncharted territories, seeking new opportunities and shaping the nation's borders. We'll witness the rise of American industry, propelling the nation to economic dominance. The Industrial Revolution transformed the American landscape, bringing about unprecedented growth and technological advancements, and we'll explore how America's involvement in global conflicts shaped the geopolitical landscape, culminating in its rise as a superpower. The sacrifices made during these wars and the strategic decisions taken had far-reaching consequences. Finally, we'll examine America's modern-day dominance and the challenges it faces in a rapidly changing world. In an era of rapid technological advancement and shifting global dynamics, the nation's role continues to evolve. This is the story of America's ascent to superpower status, a journey through triumph and tribulation, innovation, and adaptation. Each chapter in this story is a testament to the nation's enduring spirit and its ability to overcome adversity. It's a story that continues to unfold even today. As we look to the future, the lessons of the past guide us, reminding us of the resilience and determination that define the American spirit. In the 18th century, 13 colonies huddled along the eastern edge of North America. Ruled by Great Britain, they chafed under restrictive laws and heavy taxes. The colonists, yearning for self-determination, rose up in defiance. This rebellion ignited the American Revolutionary War, a fierce struggle for independence. Out of this crucible of conflict emerged a new nation, the United States of America.
Guided by visionary leaders like myself, the Founding Fathers drafted the Constitution. This document, a beacon of democracy, laid the foundation for a government by the people, for the people.
The American experiment, daring and untested, promised liberty and opportunity. It was a radical departure from the monarchies of Europe, a bold experiment in self-governance. The fledgling nation, with its ideals of freedom and equality, embarked on a remarkable journey. With the East Coast settled, a spirit of adventure and ambition pushed Americans westward. This expansion, fueled by the concept of manifest destiny, drove the nation to claim vast territories. The Louisiana Purchase, a massive land acquisition from France, doubled the size of the young nation.
Pioneers and settlers like us forged westward, braving harsh landscapes and encountering Native American tribes. This westward push, while integral to America's growth, came at a cost. The displacement and suffering inflicted on indigenous populations remain a dark chapter in American history.
The discovery of gold in California drew even more settlers, fueling rapid population growth and economic development. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, the United States expanded its reach, solidifying its position as a continental power. The late 19th century witnessed a technological revolution that would transform America into an industrial powerhouse. The rise of factories fueled by coal and steam power ushered in the era of mass production. Steel mills churned out the building blocks of a modern nation while railroads connected its far-flung corners.
Visionaries and inventors like Thomas Edison with his electric light bulb illuminated homes and cities. Andrew Carnegie, a titan of the steel industry, and John D. Rockefeller, the oil magnate, built empires that fueled economic growth and shaped the American landscape.
This era of rapid industrialization attracted waves of immigrants seeking opportunity. They provided the labor that fueled the factories and mills, adding their unique talents and cultures to the American melting pot. Section 5, a global stage awaits. As America entered the 20th century, its growing industrial and military might propelled it onto the global stage. The Spanish-American War, though brief, marked the nation's emergence as a world power with overseas territories. World War I, a conflict that engulfed Europe, tested America's resolve. Initially neutral, the United States eventually joined the Allied cause, its industrial output and military might proving decisive in securing victory. World War II, a global conflagration of unprecedented scale, once again called upon America's strength. The United States, dubbed the arsenal of democracy, supplied its allies and ultimately helped defeat the Axis powers. These conflicts, though devastating, solidified America's position as a global leader and protector of freedom.
Section 6. The Cold War, a new kind of conflict. The aftermath of World War II brought a new challenge, the Cold War. This period was marked by a stark division between the Eastern and Western blocs, each led by a superpower with opposing ideologies.
This ideological struggle between the United States and the Soviet Union defined a generation. It was a time when the world was split into two camps, each vying for global influence and dominance. It was a clash of ideologies, capitalism versus communism, democracy versus authoritarianism. These opposing views shaped not only international relations but also domestic policies within each country.
The Cold War was fought not on traditional battlefields but through proxy wars, espionage, and a relentless arms race. Nations around the world were drawn into this conflict, often becoming battlegrounds for these superpowers. Both superpowers amassed nuclear arsenals, casting a long shadow over the world. The threat of nuclear war loomed large, influencing international diplomacy and everyday life.
The space race, a competition for technological supremacy, captivated the imaginations of millions. It was a symbol of the broader competition between the two superpowers, showcasing their scientific and engineering prowess.
From the Berlin airlift to the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Cold War kept the world on edge. These events highlighted the constant tension and the potential for conflict that could erupt at any moment. Yet, amidst this tension, America experienced an economic boom. The post-war period saw rapid industrial growth, technological advancements, and increased consumer spending.
The 1950s and 1960s saw rising living standards, suburban expansion, and a flourishing consumer culture. Families moved to the suburbs, bought new homes, and enjoyed the comforts of modern life, even as the Cold War raged on. Section 7. A new millennium, a new world order. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 marked the symbolic end of the Cold War, and the collapse of the Soviet Union soon followed. The United States emerged as the sole superpower, its military and economic might unparalleled. This unipolar moment, however, brought new challenges. The global war on terror, sparked by the September 11th attacks, tested America's resolve and reshaped its foreign policy. Military interventions in Afghanistan and Iraq, while controversial, demonstrated America's willingness to project its power on a global scale. America's cultural influence, spread through music, movies, and the internet, permeated every corner of the globe. Its universities attracted the brightest minds, while its companies drove technological innovation.
Section 8. Challenges on the horizon. As the 21st century unfolds, America's dominance faces new challenges.
Economic competition from China, a rising global power, tests America's economic supremacy. The European Union, a bloc of nations with a shared currency and economic policies, presents another challenge.
Internally, America grapples with political polarization, social inequality, and a changing demographic landscape. The rise of populism and nationalism, both within the United States and abroad, threatens the liberal world order that America helped establish after World War II.
In a world grappling with climate change, pandemics, and resource scarcity, America's leadership is needed more than ever. Its ability to adapt, innovate, and build consensus will determine its place in the emerging global order. Section 9. America's Legacy, a story unfinished. America's journey from a collection of colonies to a global superpower is a testament to the human spirit's boundless capacity for ambition, resilience, and innovation. From the early settlers who braved the unknown to the pioneers of the Industrial Revolution, each era has contributed to the nation's rich tapestry. It's a story of triumphs and failures, of progress and setbacks. The civil rights movement, the moon landing, and the technological boom are just a few chapters in this ongoing narrative. The ideals upon which America was founded, liberty, equality, and opportunity, continue to resonate around the world. These principles have inspired countless individuals and movements, both within and beyond its borders. Yet, the nation's history is also marked by contradictions, from the institution of slavery to the displacement of indigenous populations. These dark chapters remind us of the ongoing struggle for justice and equality. As we look to the future, America's role in the world remains crucial. Its influence extends across politics, culture, and technology, shaping global trends and policies. Its ability to address its own challenges while engaging constructively with the international community will determine its legacy in the 21st century. The choices made today will echo through generations to come. The story of America, ever evolving, is still being written. Each new day brings opportunities for growth, reflection, and change. It's a story that belongs to each and every one of us. Every citizen, every community plays a part in shaping the nation's future. What role will you play? How will you contribute to this ever-unfolding narrative? The future is in our hands.